Welcome to our exhilarating Appalachian Trail section hike. Well, hey y'all, Dan here. We're starting at the Wilbur Dam Road trailhead and planning on about 37.5 miles to end up in Damascus, where we've parked our cars, and should take us about 3 days. Gonna have a lot of fun. Glad you're here with us. Here we are, the big Laurel Branch. But come along with us as we embark on this thrilling journey. We'll be going through this scenic wilderness, up some mountains, looking down into some beautiful fall colors of the valleys, breathtaking sights. I hope this will be an immersive video for you, an awe-inspiring experience here.
This trip actually picks up from where we'd stopped last June when we had planned to hike from Roan Mountain to Damascus, Virginia. We started from Mountain Harbor Bed and Breakfast and Hostel. It had been a great time. We descended down into Laurel Fork Gorge. We saw Laurel Fork Falls. It was a demanding trail, but its beauty was reward enough. We hiked up out of the gorge. It was equally as challenging. At the Watauga Lake Dam, we cowboy camped and tried to rest our bodies for the next day. Rick still wasn't feeling well the next day, and he stopped at the Wilbur Dam Road. I continued on, but I stopped at the Cross Mountain Road, Tennessee Highway 91. There had been an encounter with another hiker who was later arrested in Pennsylvania for crimes he'd committed in South Carolina. Now we're back. We're hoping to finish this adventure once started.
So get ready for some stunning beauty. The rhododendron is out, and we are back on the Appalachian Trail.
I am sorry. Thank you, Kevin. I had the speaker or my microphone turned off. I think you should be able to hear me now. Anyway, great trip that we had. It was just a little teaser of this coming Friday's video. And can you hear me now? Okay, all's good now. Yep, I had that thing muted. But anyway, Rick and I went out. We did a 3-day, 37-mile hike on the section that we had started last June. And so we were excited to get out and finish that section up. What it did for Rick, it completed his AT experience from Amicalola Falls in Georgia up to Damascus. He's connected the dots there now. He and I both hiked another section up in Pennsylvania, and Ice Bear, bless her heart, she picked us up from that hike and got us back to our car. So this whole community works so well together, and it's just amazing to meet all of you and to be able to be on the ground with you. Rick and I were planning to go and meet Nicole and Tim over in the Red River Gorge, and we were all excited about that. I haven't seen Nicole and Tim in forever. Feels like I think it was Pictured Rocks, maybe the last time that we were together. Is that right, Nicole? I think it was. I think it was when Nicole, Tim, Jason, and I were on Pictured Rocks. But anyway, we were going to meet at Red River Gorge, but those ups and downs just wore us out, and Rick's hips were hurting so bad that he just couldn't do it. So, quiet listener, good to have you here. Thank you. And so we didn't meet Nicole. We had to bow out, and I apologize, but it just was not happening. I mean, Rick was hurting. I was tired. I'm still tired, still feeling the effects of it. Just getting old. Getting old's not for wimps. But anyhow, yeah, it's good. It is so good to have Victoria on here too. I was thinking about you and with your flutes, and I'm just still enthralled when I listen to the music that you sent me. A few announcements, and then I don't know if my scheduled guests are having technical difficulties, but we're working it all out. I hope. But here, I do want to make a couple of announcements. I want to highlight a couple of channels. Ages Adventures. If you haven't checked them out, you know, they right now, I think they had about 670 subscribers, and great channel, great supporters of the community, and would just invite you to go and check them out, because really good folks there. And then also Open Air Adventure, Canadian channel, another Canadian and another just a wonderful guy. He sent me his sticker. And so next time you see the sticker, it'll be back here on one of my buckets. And so I'll share that with you later. Two great channels. Again, go over and check out Ages Adventures. There's their channel. And then also check out Open Air Adventure. Both good channels to support. Still don't have, I had Max on here, and Max is gone. And Tony was going to join me, and he is can't get the his microphone working. So I'm going to open this up. If anyone else would like to come on, you're more than welcome, and we can bring all of us on, up to 9 people, I think, and have some fun talking. Just wanted to share a little bit. Last week I was out on the trail. I put that notice up, so I wasn't there, but I wanted to get back and share with you. Hey, my studio is complete. It did. We put the last piece in it. I've got heat and air in here now. We've got carpet. We've got soundproofing on the walls. We've got all the furniture in place, and we're complete. So now we're going to start doing a few different things. And this winter, I was just thinking about that. This winter, as it's coming on, I'm not going to be able to actually get out on the trails and hike like I typically do, but I still want to put up a video every week. And so how am I going to do that and make it where it's something that's of value? Because I don't want to waste anybody's time. So got some really cool folks who want to check out some gear. And so we'll do some gear reviews, shift into some of that. And we'll also, besides the gear reviews, just do some highlights this weekend of past trails and future plans. And maybe we can do some collaborative videos, and it may not be the live stream, but it may just be a collaborative video that we could both be on. So if anybody of you want to do that, shoot me a note, and we can do that together. Tom the Tiger just checked in here from Canada. Welcome, Tom. And I'm multitasking here to try to get everybody welcomed to the channel. But yeah, we that's some of the things that I'm thinking. Love to hear what your plans are for this winter. You may have a whole lot more stamina than I do, and you may be wanting to get out there when it's 20 below zero and hike. I just don't think I'm going to be doing that. And from what I've seen in the weather reports, it's supposed to be another El Nino, and with El Ninos, the way it was talking about it, the Great Plains, which is central U.S., certainly where I'm at right now in Kansas, and the Southeast is supposed to have a pretty heavy winter. Tony says, come here, it's 85 degrees. That's tempting, man. That's tempting. I might could do that. I might could get down there a little bit. I watch Nicole's videos on Utah, and I try to fight not being jealous, but man, it tempts me to be jealous and to go down there and see that. So Tony, I may come and see you. I really may. I've got some obligations now. I can't be gone on weekends, but I can leave like Sunday afternoon as long as I'm back by Friday night. But I think I could get down there and see you for a couple of days and then come back. But I've come sort of out of semi-retirement from my monkhood, and so now I'm working again with a little country church that's here in the area, and they have been looking for a pastor for. Yes, it was me that you sent the music to, and it is awesome. But yeah, I'm working with them. They've been looking for a pastor for several years, and I went and visited, and it just seemed like everything fit into line. So I'm back working with them. Lovely people, very small, like 10 families, and It was what I wanted after I retired from the Army, I went to seminary and was going into a different chapter of life. And my dream was to go to a little church that had maybe 10 families. But I sort of wanted it to be in the Ozark Mountains. and it was, that didn't happen, but it's here to be. No, there was no problems. The music was awesome. And I'm going to put that into videos if you don't mind. So that's my plan. And yeah, guys, I think it's cool. It's sort of, you know, you wonder what your purpose is. And I do love to hike, and I love to be outdoors, and hiking has given me a lot of healing from the things that I've experienced. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't think anyone can be in the military and not be wounded. So that's what I will be doing. The trail helped me heal from a lot of those things, and Jim said that he walked out to the mailbox and it was rough. Jim's my brother. James Paul's my brother. I've said before, I'm the youngest of 6 boys, and it was me. And then Jim is 3 years older than I am. And Mike is 3 years older than him. And Rick, I think, is a year older. Rick is the one that hikes with me a lot. And then Randy was a couple of years older. Randy was a 2-time Vietnam vet, wounded several times in Vietnam, and he died about, Jim, I think it was like 4 years ago, wasn't it, that Randy passed. And then our oldest brother's Roger. He's 10 years older than me. But it was James Paul and I that did the most together, because we were the closest in age. And as things went, when I was 10 years old, of course, Roger, Randy, and Rick, by that time, all 3 of them were in the military. Roger was in Thailand. Randy and Ricky were in Vietnam, and then Mick went in shortly thereafter. So, yeah. But yeah, the trail does heal a lot of things. Oh, we've got people. We've got hiking with Jackie. We've got hike camp. I'm bringing you guys in here. Come on in. There's Mac, and there's Kevin. Hi, Kevin.
Hey, Danny, how are you?
I'm well, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for your service.
Oh, I tell you, I was honored. I was blessed. For an Alabama boy, I was able to do things that I really shouldn't have been able to do. So,
yeah, I have to say, my dad was a veteran of both Korea and Vietnam, and his oldest brother was a veteran of World War II.
oh wow,
He fought in southern France during the conflict.
It runs in your family.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I often say that it's the shoulders of those giants that we were able to stand on, because they set the example for us, and it was amazing. My dad fought. James Paul and my dad. He was in the Navy in the South Pacific, and in World War II. And he used to tell jokes and stuff about places, but he never really talked a whole lot about it. But it was places like Guadalcanal, Midway, places that were, once I started learning my history, it was tough.
They were quite significant. I mean,
Yes.
Midway, that was a lot of the code breakers, because
Yep.
Japanese had us outclassed in about every every way conceivable at that time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Guadalcanal was our first offensive action against the Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yes, I kind of am a little bit of a history buff. So,
Well, good.
I think we all love our history.
I think we do. You get to a certain age that you got more history than you got future. So
yeah, I'm there. I mean,
I am too.
yeah, here I am looking at retirement, and I'm thinking 13 months.
Oh, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it.
And I'm finally getting here where the weather's decent enough to get back out on trail. In fact, I got something planned for this Friday.
Oh, good.
That's good.
Friday, I'm gonna get with this other friend of mine that has his YouTube channel, Backroad Freedom.
Mm-hmm.
His name's Justin. So Justin and I have done several collaborations: hiking, one kayaking. We plan to do some truck camping and some backpacking. So we got some things in store for the future. So
That's great. I'm laughing at Tony. He just posted
So was
retirement
I.
sucks what day it is. You do forget what day it is, but it doesn't matter.
He's just wandering the desert and stuff. So,
Yeah. He keeps looking for tarantula nests. He scares me to death. Between tarantula's nests and these anthills. Tony was showing in one of his videos this anthill that was taller than he was. And
big.
Crazy. Oh.
Yeah.
I think
Dan,
go ahead.
I'm sorry I bailed out on you there for a little bit, but my internet kept popping in and out when I was out in my gear room, so I says I got to get back in the house. I figured
that was no, it was no problem, and the only thing was I'm sitting here talking and I'm thinking I'm carrying it on my weight, and then all of a sudden I get comments that we can't hear you, and I look down and my microphone's muted. It had been muted for a couple of minutes, I think.
Everything got muted with me.
I've got too much junk in here, and there's a thing called a Stream Deck. Are you guys familiar with it? Where you can just
what?
Push it's called a Stream Deck, and
no.
you can program it to where you can just push buttons, and they if they're lit, they're on. If they're not lit, they're off. But you can just push these buttons, and you can change your microphones, and you can change your banners, and you can change your
I think Rode offers one of those. Rode microphones.
So?
Yeah.
So,
they ain't cheap.
No. Nothing.
Oh yeah. Go for that. I got an $800 camera here and poor lighting, so.
Well, you look pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's there's some shadows around you. Yeah, it's true. But hey,
yeah, well, because I got a light right here and it puts my head on the wall.
We're not.
I couldn't. If I could have brought my colored light in, I could have got rid of that. So.
Yeah. A friend of mine often says, we're not trying to make Phantom of the Opera here.
Yeah, but I try to look as professional as I can, even though I'm not.
Well, you look pretty
Kitty cat. Oh, it's a dog. I thought it was a cat.
That's Jackie Boy.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the namesake of the channel.
He's a mini pincer, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And you talk about tough. He can keep going. Unless it's hot, that's where he has problems. But in like a
I
day
think we
like
all have
today,
problems with that.
yeah, I agree. Oh, this last summer here, because I'm in South Texas, this summer was even hot for South Texas standards, which our summers are hot anyway. But I mean, we had those days we'd be up over 105. We wouldn't get below 90 degrees until after midnight, and be mid 80s by sunrise. It was
Oh
like
my.
you weren't getting any relief.
Yep. Oh my. I was looking up to see if Rebecca was still here. I had a question for her. I'll send her a note. But yeah. Well, so Kevin, you said you got something going on this Friday. You're gonna do a
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a day hike and a collaboration with Backroad Freedom. We're
yeah.
going to uh, it's called the State Natural Area, Los Maples State Natural Area. And it actually, there's a rare maple that grows there that's called the Uvalde Big Tooth Maple. And hopefully they'll be making a good turning this year. Last year it was brilliant out there, and I'm hoping this year will be the same.
Hmm.
And then Friday I have something I'm doing with my girlfriend, who is the tribal chair of the Humano Indian Nation of Texas. So I'll be doing something with her.
Okay.
So I got a couple of events coming up this weekend.
Awesome. That's great. That is super. Yeah, I've enjoyed watching the videos of with the tribal meetings that you've shared, and those were always good.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Max, are you relaxing yourself?
Who, me?
What
Or,
was it?
Max, I was asking Max if he was.
Am I what?
Are you still working on your yard? Are you getting able to relax?
No. Yeah, I went out this week, made a video, but then I got home and transferred everything to my computer and found that I kind of had my camera settings screwed up a little bit. So it's not as good as I had hoped it would be color wise and stuff like that. But I edited it and going to put it out probably on Thursday.
Okay, very good. Very good. Were you testing?
I don't know what I'm going to do for next week.
were you testing any gear, or what were you doing?
I don't have any gear to test unless I go back over my old stuff.
This video that you were just doing, were you just out for a hike or? What?
Oh, I was just basically I took a drive out in the Badland, some of the 2-lane tracks out there, and just took some photographs and stuff like that, a little bit of video. That was it.
Yeah, nice. I'll tell you, but I know that we get used to what we see around us, and we take it for granted. But man, when you're showing stuff, it's beautiful. I just love to see that area.
Well, I just hope I didn't screw up the settings too much. I had it on the wrong setting and the color was kind of off. I tried to color grade it and we'll see how it comes out. See what people think. So
yeah, I think it'll be great. Were you using your little ZDE one?
Yeah, this ZV1. Yeah.
ZV1. Yeah, those are great cameras. This little,
Yeah.
I like
That's
my.
what I'm using right now, except I got my lighting screwed up in this room. So
Yeah.
I got my screensaver here of a great horn owl.
Yeah, I've been
See it back
admiring
here?
that. I was admiring it. Yes, I did see it. I
Yeah.
was admiring that. It's pretty.
Yeah, back to camera.
No.
They could put the,
Tony said that he's been looking at the gear, and maybe you should do a review on it. Yeah, I think that would be good, Tony. I think it's good for people to see different stuff that we carry. That little Eaton Wolf air pump.
saying,
Yeah.
That thing is a game changer. It's silly.
Oh, yeah.
Sure it is. I took it with me when Rick and I went out on the Appalachian Trail. We used it every night, both of us. He was shocked just how fast that it pumped up. And you don't have to sit there and either blow your lungs out, or both of us have the stuff sacks, and that works fine, except honestly, it just takes so long.
Yeah, I don't like using the bags. I use my little pump now. So
Yeah.
I forget what mine's called. I think it's in a drawer behind me. Yeah, it's a Flex Tail.
Yeah.
Flex Trail or Tail. Flex Tail. Yeah.
Well, mine's not flexible.
And it works good enough for me. So
Yeah, they're great. Tom, you're asking if anyone's from Canada. Don't have anyone right now on the line. Like Armand, he says he's from Bangladesh. Armand is my artist for my thumbnails. Armand does all of my thumbnails for my channel, and he is my partner. We sit here and collaborate over and talk about. Yeah, well, that's a great little.
it's just a little one.
It's the Eaton Wolf is very similar in shape and size to that, I think.
Yeah, yours has a light though, doesn't it?
It does. It's got a light on the bottom.
This one don't. All this thing does is blow it up. It doesn't have any other fancy stuff to it.
Well, I don't know that I want to use the light, because the reason I want the pump is to pump my bag. And if I use it up, use the light, I'm burning the battery on it.
Yep, true enough.
Tom, if you're familiar with Open Air Adventure, this is a Canadian channel that we're highlighting tonight, and they're good. They're good people. So, and we will. If you type Monk, MONK, the Nightbot should put up your channel, and so that we can see your channel as well, your YouTube channel, if you got one. And if you don't, that's fine too. But let's see. Yeah, see, there you go. Kevin just did it on his. And then Tony will do it. But yeah, that's what you end up. So yeah, Tom, if you want to do that, that would be great. I'm like Tony. I use my headlamp for my lamp. And,
yeah.
Trying to find my stuff in here.
I always take at least 2 lights with me, flashlight and a headlamp. So I at least got those 2.
Yeah. I was ill prepared. I don't have my pump with me. I don't know where I deal with it. I'm still up. If you can see behind here, maybe you can. There's my gear explosion. It's all right here.
Oh, okay.
That's from when I'm trying to go through and inventory and clean and get it all ready for the next trip. But my plan. Go ahead.
I'm gonna have to get on down. I got some work-related stuff stuff I gotta attend to. I don't know why they. Well, never mind. I'm not gonna rant here. I mean, I'll stop myself before I do that. So I'm gonna have to get on down, but I wanted to show one thing real quick. I got to turn
Yeah,
off
Kevin.
my lighting because it'll end up reflecting.
Oh, your decal.
Yep.
Awesome.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice.
Yeah. Very good. Well, tell you what, if you want to trade, I will send you mine in trade for you.
We can do that. I actually got about 4 or 5 I need to send out, but once I get the addresses together. So I'm gonna get on off because I gotta call some people back and
No worries. I'm
get.
glad that you joined us, Kevin. Thank you for joining in.
Well,
and it was great
thank you
to see
for having me.
Oh, you're always
All right. All right.
You
and
take
have a
care.
good evening. Thank you. You too. All right. Bye.
Oh my. Yeah. Well, Tony, I've got your sticker back here on my place of honor. I know. So, yeah. Let's see what else is going on.
You have buckets full of stickers.
I've got buckets full of stickers and my sticker board in the center. Yeah.
All of mine are on the cabinets out in the gear room. So,
Well, I really didn't have a dedicated space until I started putting this place together, and now I'm really enjoying it. I've got my backpacks up here, hats are on top of that. You saw my gear explosion back here. I'm planning to build just a long cabinet underneath all that to put gear in and have a place that I can get it put away. So, yeah, and so yeah. And Armand, again, he is an amazing graphic artist. So if anybody wants to, to help or tweak his stuff,
he contacted me and asked me if I wanted him to do anything for me, and I just said no. My channel is basically just a hobby, and I've got enough money and the cameras and lights and bipods and tripods, and I would do it if I was really trying to get monetized, but I'm not.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. And it's for me, it's just one more way that I like to build community around all of this space. So it's just way I'm doing it, and I enjoy that. Let's see. I was going to say, for me this weekend, I am going to a little town east of here, west of me, called Elk Falls, Kansas. And if anybody remembers Elk Falls, Kansas, last year I was there for their 27th Outhouse tour.
Oh, yeah.
This year I'm going for the 28th Outhouse tour. Oh. And I'm going to do another one. So I'm excited to do that. So,
yeah. The privy show.
I think Byron is popped on. So yeah. It's I'm really,
well, that was a cute video. I enjoyed that.
I hope this one will be fun too. They're all excited.
I'm sure it will be.
They asked if I was coming back, so I said, "Yeah, I'm coming back. I gotta see this." Not too many places.
I'm sure it will be. Sounds like that'll be a ball for you.
Yeah, my wife and I were wondering to see if let's see what if they change if the channel if they change the themes or if they keep them every time every way. So
Oh, yeah. They might add some new ones, but keep some of the old ones. Who knows?
it's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah. You won't know
Yeah,
until you go.
you don't know until you go. That's a good. Hey, that I like that. That may be the video title. I'm gonna write that down. That can be the
Oh,
title of the video. You don't know.
oh, jeez. Or at least until you have to go. Oh my.
That's it. I got it. Oh, thank you, Max.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, it ought to be a lot of fun, and it is. It's so unique to be able to get out here, and so. All right. What else is going on?
Well, like I say, sorry I came in late, but I had to move everything into the house and then get back online again.
No, that's fine. I mean, I was sort of Tony. He's having trouble with StreamYard and his microphone. I don't know what's going on there, and but that's not fun. Technical challenges are always a problem.
He's having mic problems or something, wasn't he?
Yeah, something with between his mic and StreamYard. I don't know what that is. And then we got let's see,
was that his echoing problem the last time he was in here?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I think that, and Tony and I haven't talked about that one, but I think that might have been he was using the satellite to connect to the internet, and I just wondered if it wasn't, a problem with harmonics, and so there was this echo.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's beyond my pay grade.
Yeah. Well, there's my phone.
Oh, okay. I don't know if Nicole was still on here.
It was just a message, so.
Oh, I do. I know what I was going to. I talked about it tonight. My brother-in-law is a potter. I think I mentioned that before. Galen is. I mean, he's quite the potter. He has a pottery shop in Springdale, Arkansas, called the Clay Bank, and he provides materials all through Arkansas and Missouri for clay, glazes, and all kinds of stuff. And he's really an expert. He would get mad at me if he heard me say that, but he really is an expert that with pottery, because people will call him from around the United States, really around the world, and say, I did this, and my pottery turns out to look like this, and I don't like it, and I want it to. And they'll just describe it to him, and he'll say, well, you need to add this, and you need to fire it to this temperature, and you need to do. He just knows it. But he is he is commissioning a coffee mug for me,
Oh,
and he's going to make these coffee mugs. So I can't give them away. There's too much in
well, of
them.
course not.
But I can make them a very good price for folks if they're interested. But this is going to be a handmade coffee mug. It will be a work of art. He's asked me what I wanted it to look like. I said, "Well, you're the artist. I'm not. But here's a couple of things that I would like for it to have. For the bottom to be sort of rounded, just a little bit, flat bottom, but just come in a little bit. And I want it to sit in a cup holder in a car, because so many times you get the mugs and they won't fit the cup holders of the car.
Yeah.
So I want it to fit the cup holder. And then I also want it to, the lip to be formed so that it doesn't dribble down your lip when you take a drink. If you can do those two things. And then we sent off and took my logo and sent off to get decals that he will put on there, and I think they're going to be really nice. It'll be this logo that he's going to use, and I think it's going to be very nice once they're done. But
I'm sure it will be.
So they will be available, and it'll be a nice mug. In the words of a famous politician, it'll just be wonderful. It'll be great. So there it is. And yeah, I've got Stonewall's. I've got his right here. Let me find it. Let's see. Is this it? There it is. There's Tony, Stonewolf Outdoors.
Yeah.
And, it is awesome. Tony is awesome. So
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah. So much fun. So much fun to see. And yeah. Yeah. All right.
Oh. I don't know what to say.
Nope. I'm just looking through comments to see what's out there. Okay, let me see what Armand's got. Oh. Okay. All right. Yeah, Tony, he just sent me one, and I'll forward this to you. I don't mind doing that anymore.
Oh, shoot. Well, once you get them, you have to let us know what you want for them, for the coffee cups.
Well, I don't want it to be crazy. I want it to be affordable. So I need to know what that is. And,
yeah, you got to make a few bucks too,
it's nice, but that's really not. That's not what the purpose of what I do.
I understand that. I understand that.
So yeah, I will, but I'll let you know. I'll come up with what it is.
Okay.
You. What do you mean you? Okay, well, Tony, for you, I'll have him specially make a tea mug instead of a coffee mug. It may look a lot the same, but understand, for you, it will be a tea mug.
Oh.
Let's see.
Tony daring to be different.
I didn't know, Tony, that you were an engineer. That's
Oh, yeah.
what discipline of engineer are you, Tony? As I'm looking you up so I can send you this picture. Okay. Okay, here we go. I think I got everybody. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm multitasking and I don't do it well.
I don't either.
Insert a photo. Here's the photo. All right. I just sent Tony a picture of a logo, so he can do with what he decides. And but yeah, I'd like to know what type of engineer. You know, I'm a civil, so I'm not real smart. I play with dirt, and that was my thing when I was, especially in my first 10 years, 12 years in the Army. Oh, building structural. Well, I built a lot of bridges, but people would not want me to build a building. That wouldn't be smart. But
I
yeah,
just burn bridges.
well, the joke among engineers that I always liked was, and I only tell this because I am an engineer, is that you know how to tell an extroverted engineer.
You?
He looks at your shoes when he's talking to you. because all of us are introverts. I mean, we are all. Usually, I'm looking at my own shoes when I'm talking. So, people don't believe that, but it's true. 85% or 80%, I think it was, of Army officers were introverts. And it's just
Okay.
So, yeah. I'm like you, Tony. I like the colors too. But he does great work. It's just, whatever we want. I will say this. I will not change my logo either. my logo. It was done for me by a friend who's also an artist. But what he did was he took a bunch of pictures of me, and it's hard to see it, but the face is my face.
Cool.
This he did. It was actually me that he made into a logo. And he took my backpack, and he took this thing is called a habit. This dress looking thing. It's called a habit, and he would take it and he'd have me stand out, and he would draw it until he finally got it. And then this font, the writing of the font, he created that. You won't get that lettering anywhere else because David made
a very unique logo.
it means, and that's what we get attached to these things. Our logos, they sort of represent us, and
yeah.
So,
yeah, I made my own. It's not that great, but I made it.
I think it is. What it does, they're an expression of who we are. So it is great, and I love it. I got it back here too, on my. I think I've got yours on my wall. It's on the wall or it's on the bucket. I think it's on the bucket. I start talking and I get lost.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yours is right.
If,
See it right around the corner.
yeah, since over the last couple of years, I think I should add used to. Still do, but it's more and more rare.
Yeah. Oh me. Stone Wolf
It's just like when I went out in the desert here this last week, or it was last week. When I went out to the desert, I mostly was driving. Jump out, set up tripod, take some pictures, jump back in the car, drive again.
Yeah. Tony
it's
just
all 2-lane dirt tracks. So,
I tell you, I remember going from Pinedale out to, what is it called? It's the trailhead. There's a lake that goes out to on the. I'll remember it in a minute. It's out from Pinedale, Wyoming, and it goes into the Wind River Range.
yeah.
And, but that road, when you leave the pavement, it is.
Yeah.
Man, I think it's 4 miles, and it takes about 3 hours to get to the trailhead.
Yeah.
On that 4 mile section, it's rough.
Yeah. then when it rains, they turn to slime.
Yeah. Yep. Big Sandy Lake.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
That's back in there pretty good.
Yeah. Pretty. Man, it's pretty.
Haven't been out that way for, 15 years, maybe more.
It is my favorite place on earth. It's just beautiful. So, yeah, I love that. Love that out there. But yeah. Well.
Yeah, we're right there, aren't we?
We're right there. I think we're right there. I appreciate everybody, and so yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to say before I close. So, Tony, he says that Stone Wolf stands for Rockhound Adventurer. I didn't know that, but I loved the Stone Wolf. It's just, to me, and knowing Tony, it described him, because here's this.
Yeah,
he likes to be out in the rocky areas, and here's this strong wolf kind of figure. And maybe that's something that we ought to do, is a video of where did our names come from.
I think mine's pretty much self-explanatory.
It may be. Why did you pick it?
It's just hiking, camping, but it doesn't say much about me. It says more about what my channel is. That's all.
But your channel is really an expression of you.
Yeah.
Because without you, there wouldn't be a hiking up channel.
Well, there could be. It'd just be somebody else's. That's all.
It would be very different. It would just be very different.
Yeah. True enough.
And that's why I think
it might be a lot better too.
I don't think I disagree with you. I think what draws me to your channel is you, to just
Yeah,
your
okay.
personality, the way that you share what you're saying. You're very easygoing about, just sort of what you're sharing, and it's
Well,
you. It's not a big deal, but
yeah,
to a
yeah.
lot of
Well, I
people,
try to be humble, you know.
to others though, it is a big deal, and it's pretty neat. And so, yeah, for Tony, the same thing. For what it's sort of neat to see what it stands for and where it came from. Anyway, friend, I am so glad that you joined me tonight, and I'm glad we got through all of this and worked out the kinks, and we
Yeah.
could have fun together.
Well, I don't think I've moved that fast in a long time, trying to get everything moved from out there to in here and get back online before you were done.
Well, you did good. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, I'm going to
All right.
probably close. Anything you need before I get out of here?
No,
No.
not
All right.
me.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you again, man.
I'll say bye to Tony.
Yeah. Bye, Tony.
'Cause
Bye,
he's in the
everyone.
chat there.
And Jim, I'll get to see my brother here in, let's see, I think it's in March when all the brothers get together. I'm looking forward to that. And yep, understand, Tony, you're always welcome. And next week, yep, looking forward to getting it all together, and we'll have it. Anybody else that wants to join, the link will be different because it changes every time. But
Yep.
just my email doesn't. And if you go on my channel, in the description of the channel, my email is there. So you can look it up, shoot me a note, say you want to be on, and we will make that happen. It's not
I'll be on whenever I can be.
Yep. And we're not trying to make Phantom of the Opera here. We're just having fun.
Oh, by the way, even though it's past now, it's not past very much, but happy Veterans Day.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's
God bless you, Dan.
Thanks, Max. I appreciate that more than I can say. Very much. Well,
Yeah, all right.
We'll,
I'll let you go.
I'll shut her down. For all of you, stay safe, stay
Bye.
healthy, stay on the path.
You bet.
God bless you.